How's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. So, I said I was going to come on live earlier this morning. So, here I am. There's a few things that, excuse me, I'm eating a piece of candy. Hold on one second. Okay. So, this morning, there were a few things that did stand out to me, and I wanted to kind of go over them to see if possibly any of them may resonate with you. So, what really stood out to me was the number 3, okay? I kept seeing 33. This morning we saw 3 boats. There were 3 turtles. There's just 3 just kept coming out as well. The number 77, and also anything with 22. So like 722, 822, 322. So yeah, okay. Another thing that I was noticing, for this morning was the mirror effect on the river, how you could see the outline of the woods or the trees reflecting from the water. So it kind of looked like it was a city upside down and us upright. The concept of that, the symbolism, of that, what I took from it is just pretty much 2 people mirroring one another, okay? So that could be significant for you. And of course, I'm going to say this, only take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't make it fit if it doesn't. Let's see. Oh, and at the end of the reading, I do have a surprise for you guys, so I'll be excited. Oh, there's 11 people with 1 like. So that's 111. 111. Okay, so we were just talking about the mirror effect. The number 3 being very, very significant. Okay, another thing is I was noticing the mullet that kept jumping out of the water. And the reason why they do that, they don't just jump just to jump. They're being chased. So they're having to like get out, you know, and as far as they can away. Something significant about that. Possibly, well, what I'm getting right now is it kind of like that, not being chased, but more so things being thrown at someone, like either projections or psychic attacks or craft, anything like that. Another big one was I kept hearing the woodpecker, like really, and he was loud, and I couldn't, I mean, you couldn't ignore it. So, and I remember whenever I was filming, I said, oh, it's a woodpecker, and then I said, someone is trying to get in. So you could have somebody who is trying to either be, they're trying to like sneak in, and they could even come across as having interest in you. they can come across as possibly wanting to be your friend. Um, this could be somebody that you have already uh, made closure with or without them. I just heard. Okay, so I did talk about the green orb that was prevalent as well. I know I was messing around with it, but I did say about green eyes, and green eyes being that they are not actually green. They are sometimes like a good hazel or a gray color, and the light shining in is what casts that green pigment. So what I'm getting from that is some sort of illusion, um, seeing something for seeing something and that not actually being what it is. So somebody casting illusions. Let's see. And these are just like channeled messages that I held on to and really stood out to me earlier today and throughout the day. So I just wanted to share those with you guys, because if they stood out, they stood out for a reason. Um, Also, thought popped up in my head as well whenever I was writing down these channeled messages. Um, let's see. I did say the North Star was very prevalent. Um, okay. And while I was out there, so I've been working on a technique. I don't know what you call it. To be quite honest with you, as I've learned the things that I have throughout the years, I I don't think I actually like specifically went out and tried to learn, that one specific thing. I mean, on certain things, yes, of course, but what I've been doing here lately is I don't know what you would call it. So if you know the name of it, please let me know. But what I do is I will sit there, because when your hand is moving, okay, it is occupying that space in the brain where mental thoughts and all kinds of stuff flood in. So a lot of psychic people, or I'm sorry, mediums who specialize in speaking to those whom have already transitioned over. Uh, I've noticed one guy, I think he's like the island something, or I forget what his name is, but he does this kind of like just running the pen back and forth, back and forth. And what it does is, because you're focusing on the movement, it allows the mind to just kind of be on standby, but clear. It's like you have like a clear channel, okay? That's ultimately what it is. And so I was doing that. You can see I didn't do it a whole bunch. And right next to each one, so you could just kind of understand what it is that I'm saying that I was doing, is I was receiving channeled messages from my ancestors, okay? And every time I would receive the message, I'd stop and I would write it. Just not like, look, like not far. See, I'd write it right here. or I'd write it right here. I was doing something here and I wrote it here. All this here. And that's how I've been kind of branching out into different types of divination. So that could be something that you, or, you know, the collective, you guys, I feel like this reading is pertaining to a lot of those whom are, how would you say this? Regulars whenever it comes to the tarot community, or even readers, or other podcast people, podcast channels. So I guess that's what you would say. I don't know. But so that you could be experiencing like heightened awareness. A big thing that I have been seeing repetitively, and I've been hearing most importantly, are claims of spiritualists and their awakenings are very, very profound. Like you can have so many awakenings, and pretty much an awakening is, and you know, we tend to grandize things like it's some big ordeal. The big ordeal about receiving some information that finally allows you to see things clearly. What's the big deal is needing to celebrate yourself for that, needing to recognize it and write it off as a win, because this is something that you can utilize in the future, you know. So I do feel like there are a lot of people, and even if you guys don't have a channel, you know, I feel like there are a lot of people who are waking up to things now, and of course everybody's at a different pace, but I've just been hearing the repetitiveness of other tarot readers as well, experiencing like awakenings to or receiving downloads or channeled messages, and being able to ascend from that, which is a beautiful thing, because I feel like it's happening for all of us. Like I said, I can't stress that enough. So with that being said, because with this kind of intense awakening, and for me, I'm just gonna share my example, is, well, I've had several. Which example I was just gonna share? I completely forgot about it. I'm gonna have to, I'll think of it in a minute, because I literally just went blank. My mind just went blank. So, okay, we're gonna pull, the channel messages, activation, something that I experienced. One of the things that I experienced is the feeling of something wrong being with the Matrix. Well, there's many things wrong with the Matrix, but I'm saying this is something different. This is almost like there was an alarm that has been sound or rung, And the world, Mother Gaia, is starting to internalize it, and she's going to start acting on it. So I did hear some other people talk about that. Another big thing is seeing things. For instance, there could be like, you could see something at the corner of your eye, and you know, you could have been like, nah, no, I just saw something right there, you know? And most likely you did, because if you're going through this intensive awakening, that's part of it, you know? And I would take it as a gift. Okay, and as I open up the deck, we have third eye activation. So when I felt that there was something off, it was almost like not an impending doom feeling, but a little bit of a fear for how Mother Gaia is going to balance everything back out again, if that makes any sense. It should. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the collective. What do they need to know? Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. I appreciate it. Let's see. I hope everyone had a good day. I thought I was going to be able to do this earlier, but I got home probably about an hour and a half ago, so it can be that way sometimes. All right, last shuffle for the collective. Okay, I ask for clear and concise messages only. Please block any and all interferences. And yeah, messages for the highest good. Thank you for this question. Okay, so we have karmic board clearing. It says energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. So this is kind of giving me of someone who is pretty much starting a new journey. There's a need to shed the old skin, because what this is saying is that you are no longer the same anymore. You don't act the same, you don't respond the same, you don't feel the same. There's been a lot of integration going on. And to be honest with you, it's light codes. That's what it is. It's people are receiving light codes, and a lot of people are starting to wake up and come together and realize that we have bigger issues here. So what else does the collective need to know? Memories of Atlantis. It says spiritual acceleration. So like I said, receiving these downloads, ascending, progress, and technology. Okay? So for the ones that this resonates with, this is saying you're making progress when it comes to you stepping out of the old and working on cutting that old away so that it's no more referred to. Like, because you have changed 100%. The way you handle situations, the way I feel like your perspective is changing. And of course that goes along with evolution, but this here is something that is more, like I said, it says acceleration. I was just about to say rapid. It's something that's it's a light code. It is a download that you embody. And for some, depending on where the light codes come from, because you have Lemurian light codes, you have Palladian light codes, you have Anunnaki light codes. Anunnaki light codes are codes of ancient wisdom. So you could receive like a download, or you can receive a light code from the Anunnaki, and what you should expect to receive is more of like soul remembrance, like remembering your past life, starting to have soul retrieval, like you begin to retrieve parts of your soul back that's been fragmented. Okay, now I did write something down here. Yeah, they refer to ancient, they're high frequency energetic transmissions channeled from the conscience of the Anunnaki, which is what they call the sky god. Okay, and then we have the Pleiadian or Arcturian codes. These codes, well, no, the Anunnaki codes, it's going to be ancient knowledge, primal empowerment, and physical manifestation. So if that's something that you are working on, and another thing is these light codes are they're like cosmic blueprints that come in and push, what did I say? They awaken the your dormant human potential. I'm sorry, potential. So, and what that's making me think of is that we only use so much of our brain, okay? However, if I did, well, I mean, you can't trust everything you read, but these light codes are here to help you. They give you the knowledge that you once had. They help you remember. They help you retrieve things. They help you shed what no longer serves you in this time. Another thing is that the Anunnaki, their light codes, they specifically target the solar plexus, okay? They are used to burn through the collective victim mentality, okay? Two crystals that are good to work with these, hey, how y'all doing? Two crystals that are really good to work with the Anunnaki light codes are, let's see, we have Tiger's Eye, and the other one would be Pyrite. I don't know if I have it. No, I don't have it right here. Nope. But that's okay. Another good stone, just doesn't have anything to do with the Anunnaki, but for the season that we're in, moonstone is a very beneficial crystal to wear as well. Let's see. And I know some of this is like trivial, it's just kind of like scattered and stuff. But I wanted to get it out. Okay, so the 2 cards we have, we're going to pull one more for the collective. Solar light upgrade. This would be you receiving light codes, okay? It says solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. So this is your creativity. This is where you create from. But it's also combined with, I want to say masculine energy because of willpower and inner fire. So that's what we have. At the bottom of the deck, we have sacred inner space. You could be one who this is your sacral chakra. It represents tenderness and sensuality. And you can kind of see the lotus. Some of you guys could be celibate at this time, male or female. And there's literally a place being held for this energy of your celibacy. All right, let's see. I want to see what this one has to say. Give me 1 second, and then we'll get into the tea. Sacred. Oh, another? No, well, I'll just wait. Hold on. Okay, so the sacred inner space, it says the sacral chakra is found below the belly button and is the energetic space that governs our reproductive system and all forms of expression connected to it. Everything from our sexuality to our capacity to express the tender, more sacred parts of ourselves is connected to this chakra. It is governed by water, and so it helps us move with the flow of life in order to express our most authentic self. This card transports us to this sacred inner space. It shows an inner temple with flowing water and lots of soft colors coming from a blooming lotus. This encourages us to see that our sacred parts are beautiful energetic gateways through which we can express and manifest pure life force. So the message here is you are being, excuse me, You are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to great power. Okay? Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. So that's what I mean by our soul being fragmented. It's like we left little parts of ourselves somewhere. For me, like, and I know I talk about this a good bit, but when my dad died, like a huge part of me went with him, and it's taken, I still haven't gotten it all back. I don't think I will. Anyway, if you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. Isn't that the truth? You may even have been lied to and told you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful, and more importantly, you can create beauty in the world. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within, and then you'll find your flow. Wow. So that is for your sacred, I cannot talk, sacred inner space. It's like Spanish is wanting to come out, and it's like, blah. And that's the one that I chose to read. I'm not going to read them all. The other ones we have is karmic board clearing. This is an energetic clearing of past karma and past traumas, things like that. It's time to rewrite your story and live out your truth. Well, living your truth would be living in your most authentic self, right? So there is a message in this other first card as well. Solar light upgrade. So this is your solar plexus chakra. This is your inner fire, your willpower, your drive, your forward motion. And then we have memories of Atlantis with the ankh right here in the middle of it. It says spiritual acceleration. You're making progress in technology. So some of you guys, and technology doesn't really have to be like literal. It can be. But intuitively, what I'm getting is that it is very much technology, and it's also just a broader understanding, a system, you know, something greater, a big system. So, all right. So that told us a little bit about what the collective, what you guys may be working on the inside and or working towards, or it's just happening and you're there for the ride. All right. But no, this, I definitely feel like this is for those you who are working a spiritual journey. You're on a spiritual journey, and you're working on ascending yourself, ascending yourself. Mercury retrograde. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what deck am I gonna pull next? Oh, the T, yeah. Well, I want to start with some channeled messages through my deck. So let's see, what's going on with the collective? We usually do this later on in the reading, or I do, but I'm going to start doing it now as channeled messages that need to come in from Spirit. All right, let's see what we have. We have Spirit. It says protected aura, divine intervention, guardian angel, and shielding. You are protected at this time. So know that, okay? Because fear is what got the Matrix the way it is right now. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So yeah, there's just a knowing that you are protected at this time. Okay, tell me more. This came flying out. We have, it looks like you are being protected right now, and you may have just escaped or just got out of the way of something that could have hindered you. So avoiding, blocking, pushing away, or hiding. What's this other one? Glass ceiling, unofficial invisible barrier. Time to break through. Yeah, unofficial, time to break through. And right here, we have time to break through, spiritual acceleration. So a glass ceiling. So this kind of, I'm not gonna lie, and it's crazy how I put the crystals here. This is kind of giving me sword energy, mental, like in the mind, in the head. And then it says time to break through. I immediately am envisioning a bird cage with a bird in it, and the door's open and the bird's still in there. So yeah, something about that. Oh, so maybe Spirit is here. And then we have kindness at the bottom of the deck. What I'm getting here is that you could be going through some sort of, and I always say mental fuckery, you know, I'm sorry if that offends anybody. But you could be avoiding or pushing away the need to finally take care of something that is actually very big and important. And spirits, the first one that came out, I mean, spirit showed up. That was the first one that came out to let you know that you are not alone. And they either do not mean you harm, or you're being asked to act out of kindness, or somebody is. We were talking about illusions at the beginning. Maybe somebody's being kind to you, or overly kind. What else is going on with the collective? We have chemistry. Okay. Some of you can be in relationships. Oh, throwback. This is something from the past. So it looks like somebody is trying to come in, maybe a little clever, maybe a little charismatic, but somebody's trying to come back in due to, it says, I'm always reminded of you. Throwback. So there's somebody that you either had relations with, or there were thoughts of that. But I'm seeing here that the thing that kept y'all together was feeling chemistry for one another. Tell me more. Opportunist came in reverse. It says personal gain, self-serving, taking advantages, and egocentric. So you could be dealing with an opportunist who has a nice smile, but yeah, death. It's time to shed this. It's time to close it, because I feel like I said at the very beginning of this reading, whenever I opened it, you are not the same anymore. You are not, you have gone through some sort of ascension or understanding. Remember I said your perception would probably be different, because that's kind of what happens when we evolve and stuff like that. Well, at the bottom of the deck, we have it right here. And it says independence. So people, or this person, could possibly be caught off guard by this new you, being that you are not resonating with what once was. If that makes any sense. Oh, this is funny. Magnifying glass. We have showing proof, validation, confirmation, and finding the truth. At the bottom we have precious gem. You belong to me. It sounds kind of not just entitled, but And at the bottom of that, we have, it's not worth the fight. Yeah, and I said, I saw a bird cage with the door open and the bird was still sitting in the cage. And right here we have meeting, you could have been avoiding something, or trying to push something away. But we have glass ceiling. It's pretty much, this is talking about how the door is wide open and it's time to break through. It's time to break through. And at the bottom of the deck, we have breakthrough, strength, resilience. It's time to break those chains and fly out the little cage. Liberate yourself from this connection. That's what I'm getting. I don't, this could be a romantic connection with chemistry, but then again, I mean, I would even use chemistry. It'd probably be a little far-fetched, but like as in the richness of a friendship. No, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. We have the tattoo. Okay. Let's see what else we have for the collective. So this right here is one energy in itself. What else do you want us to know? Ooh, somebody's fired up. Somebody is very angry at this time. They could be fuming with rage. This person can be overwhelming themselves. I even heard, or the notion of manifesting negative outcomes due to one's mental focus. Maybe this is that energy, so we're still in the same energy, I believe, because at the bottom of the deck we have heart to heart. So it looks like somebody was banking on being able to have some sort of like heart-to-heart conversation with you, all bullshit aside. Yeah, to see where it would go from there. We have fighting for a cause, but it's in reverse. So what I'm getting is wasting time. Or maybe somebody's just fighting against something and so frustrated, and they don't even really understand where these feelings are coming from. Excuse me. Oh, wow. So the reason why you and this partner, you and this group, you and this workplace, you and this family environment the reason why there was no heart to heart, there was no communication, because delay is like God's protection, okay? And right underneath that, I have ascended masters. So you have your spirit team all over this. I'm sorry. That was an assumption. Not you have them. They could be stepping in to help you. It looks like this person, maybe they saw this person trying to call the shots, pull the strings, and after that we have fire in reverse. It says magic, sign, caution, hidden truth, relations, expression, strong, loss, grief, water, passion, creating. But it's in reverse. Okay. Same energy, spirit. What else? Or is it something else? Okay, you could have been dealing with someone who's very manipulative. Okay, we have manipulation. This is something that is not nice. I have a life path 4, the rabbit. You could be this life path 4, or they can. You have a, I'm seeing that you possibly have a familiar on the other side that is helping you too as well. So you have a familiar that's on the other side that is helping protect you and to help absorb any negative attacks or spiritual attacks. Because right here we have alchemy up at the top, and it says they are not ready. So this person who's all fired up, they may, I'm just getting that somebody is just like being very, very careless. Yeah. Lost with no direction in this world. Seek guidance. It's one of my familiars. So that's why they came through. Whoa. Somebody could be a life path 3, the tiger. You or them, or somebody who has been manipulating you. If you were wondering if this person, if you had an inkling about this person that they just had one too many skeletons in the closet, you were right. I want to say that as the way these cards are coming out, and with the light code cards of Atlantis and the solar light and all that, there are things, I feel like you are more sensitive than you normally are. So you actually picking up on this red flag with this individual or group or whatever, you were also like, not told, but you felt it in your core that you probably needed to take a step back, you know, due to secrets, things being done behind your back. I mean, a secret is, I feel like, I mean, a secret is somebody not telling you something, doing something behind your back, kind of, in a way. And by you listening to your intuition, because the next card is, it says something is brewing up. Oh shit. It says monitoring energies, ready to suck your life essence out of you. Bad vampire creature bug. Deathly contagious, gets around and feeds off blood or energy. See the bug? I feel like, oh my gosh, here it is again. So this person is mad. They are seeing red. This person is, I mean, red. This can also, it says rage, intensity, passion, lust, strength, battle, danger, love. What I'm seeing is that if you were to have agreed to this, whatever this was that you were being guided to stay away from, if you, I feel like if you would have negotiated with this person, eventually your spiritual connection would have been severed with crown chakra here. Well, it keeps circling around the same energy, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop with that. So those are some messages there. That this energy may be resonating with you. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and there. I hope everyone's doing good. Okay. I just saw caution at the bottom of the deck. And then we'll do some tarot after this. What Spirit, can you please further reiterate what came out in the channeled messages, please? What is it that we barely escaped from? I just heard the name Sophia. That could be significant. Okay. Last one is clear. Your parents could, or parents, whatnot, could have done some sort of spell work or craft and sent it your way. It's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you it's going to resonate. You could be a Taurus that this happened to, or other way around. Okay, let's see. What does the collective need to know about this situation? Because it stayed as one energy. We have peace, harmony, calm. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so there's a little bit of excess in a certain person, place, or thing. Like indulging or gluttony, excess. There's just too much of something that's not good for you. Okay. We have work, job, business. So maybe you have been like overly thrown into your work or invested in it mentally. We have a Taurus here. Now, the only thing I'm really looking at with this Taurus and gluttony is I'm seeing the shadow aspects. That's really what's pointing out to me. And that would be jealous, possessive, resentful, and unflexible. Tell me more. Okay, you could have somebody who tends to like your ideas. Somebody may be impersonating you. Yeah, somebody's impersonating you because they want to level up. They see you leveling up. They want to level up. But this impersonating energy is very much negative. This person who is impersonating you or copycatting you in any kind of way, who has some sort of attachment, happens to be, I mean, it says intellectual theft. That makes me think of like con artist, right? Okay, tell me more. We have fortune, abundance. We have Cancer energy. Cancer energy is it's ruled by the moon. It's emotional and loving, intuitive and imaginative, shrewd and cautious, protective and sympathetic. Spiritual rank. So you could possibly have Cancer somewhere in your birth chart. And that would just, why am I drawing a blank? Signify that this pertains to you? No, that's not how you would say it. I think we are still in Mercury retrograde. Looks like somebody in spiritual rank is going to be receiving some sort of fortune or abundance. And you could have Cancer somewhere in your chart. Whoa, that was a lot. Okay, what else do you want the collective to know? Can you please bring these channel messages together? We have destiny, fate, future, lover, so it looks like either there was because this can represent karma as well. See, karma. And if we have lover, this could represent karmic relationship. This person was trying to set you up in some sort of way. And I think it's funny that fortune and abundance and luck comes out right before the person who is after it. Okay, tell me more. Ah! We have pretentious, superficial, braggart. Tell me more. Technology. Incoming call, it says. Electronics, internet, computers. I'm going to stop right here because there's something that I would like to say. For the ones that, well, for all of you, but, and I just want to make this very clear so there's no misunderstanding that I hold close, I stay close to my boundaries and to bonds that I have created, friends, you know, in the tarot community. I think it's important that you guys know that there has not been one, or the one that you're thinking of, any man has ever contacted me, okay? So I have not had any talk. I have not had an introduction. No one has emailed me, which my email is in the description below. So if there has been any false narratives, and I'm not saying that, you know, they're still going around, but what I'm saying is I'm squashing it right now. And that is that I have only talked to 2 people on social media through the tarot community. And one was I got a reading from her, and the other one is someone who I find to be a good friend of mine. So another thing I would like to disclose, not like it's negative or anything, but I am strictly, if you understand what I'm saying. They have one of these party barges on the river where it has like a whole bar in the middle of it, and this boat has like lights all around it, and they're blaring music going down the river. It's pretty cool. You can rent them. But anyway, I just wanted to make myself clear, and I just wanted to speak my part and hopefully be heard. So, yeah. Okay, what else do you need? So therefore, meaning I've never spoken to any other male tarot reader, anyone on social media other than the collective in the comments. So, and they're all there. So, all right, enough about that. What else going on with the collective? We have the feminine. At the bottom of the deck, it says, somebody has been sending chaos magic your way. You could be this alpha or an alpha practitioner or something sent it your way. But what I'm getting is that I'm not getting that you got a tarot reading. I'm getting that you saw this coming. You felt it in whatever way it is that you receive messages, or you receive the feeling of your ancestors. I mean, it's different for everyone. Yeah. Somebody sent you chaos magic because they felt like you were either a cock block, excuse me, or you must have interfered in some sort of dynamic, okay? But this person lied. And your spirit guides were here all along to help you along the way to expose this. else is going on with the collective? God's hand is not leaning down. Why am I using these crazy words? God's hand is coming out of the sky to grab hold of you, to support you. At the bottom of the deck, we have spiritual gift. This spiritual gift was given to you by the divine, is what I'm getting. I mean, who else is source? Okay. And I feel like a lot of you can resonate with that, especially being on a divine mission and like I said, right now is an intense time. People seem to be starting to ascend and wake up to who they were. Like, they're beginning to remember a lot of these things that they already knew how to do. So, yeah, that's crazy. So Source gave you this spiritual gift because you're his child. He has unconditional love for you. All of you. Wow. Okay, tell me more. Mind games, manipulation, trickery, confusion. Somebody wanted you all up and stuck inside of your head to the point where, you know, you couldn't tell what was legit and what wasn't. I can't. So whoever played mind games with you, okay, at the bottom of the deck we have access. They wanted to put you in this mind frame, this frame of mind, so that they could have access to you, so that they could bribe and coerce you. Corruption. You see the hands red? Okay. Tell me more. What else does the collective need to know? Maybe it was this intellectual thief. Somebody who somebody who would probably use reverse psychology on you. I'm getting like a lot of manipulation from this card. Huh. What else does the collective need to know? Okay. You could be somebody who who feels good in their skin. You could be somebody who, you know, other people. You could be very magnetic right now. Okay, so someone who is very much beautiful on the outside. Looks like with parents at the bottom of the deck, it looks like there was some sort of contract or false document. And I'm kind of getting that copycat energy again. I feel like somebody may have forged your signature on something. Tell me more about this alluring contracts. Looks like you're going to receive some sort of shocking news about this this contract, this agreement. Yeah, this agreement only led you to having your love, your energy, your spirituality, and your financial stability binded and taken from you, like withheld, so you couldn't have it all. I'm getting that, oh wow. So we have, you need to be careful. This is a warning. Danger. I feel like you have some sort of inkling or an understanding of how, and look, this could be literal or it could be, you know, not every family dynamic has to be blood, you know? So just take it how it is. But what I'm seeing is that there's a need to be careful. You're being warned of possibly someone's parents or your own, because it looks like they are going around spreading gossip, false narratives about you, and like pretty much just talking shit, you know, like saying, right here it says promiscuity, lust, sidewalk gang. But you had knowledge of this. You peeped it. Yeah. They may have wanted people, and they could, and this is how, or maybe you could have had an issue at work where, you know, people felt this way about you, that you're very promiscuous at work. This gossip literally could have came from someone who had this creative idea, just this cute idea, a player nonetheless, okay, to possibly spread these rumors about you. feel like it may have came with some projection. It may have came with an energetic punch, if that makes, I'm gonna stop saying that. Therefore, you had to go through some sort of upgrade, some sort of renewal to where you could see things for what they truly were, which was deceptive, tricky, trickster, fraudulent, not the truth. Oh, we have Scorpio. We have fraud. All right, guys. I still have more here, but we're gonna pull out the tarot. Let's see what we can get. I'm so happy y'all hanging in there. Good deal. It must be making sense to somebody, or some of us. I have a picture of my dad right here, and it's like it was yesterday when I was old enough to be certified to scuba dive. We'd go offshore and we'd go spear fishing. That's my dad. See the big shit, what is it? No, it's a grouper. Is that a grouper? Yep. It looks like a Warsaw grouper. Okay. What else does the collective need to know? Okay, watch you guys. All right. All right, the collective, what do they need to know? What's being done behind their back? Well, shit, this came out sideways. Knight of Pentacles. Well, it's more like this. Let me pull a few cards out, guys, and then I'll dive into it. I swear the energy is just repeating itself. somebody's wishing and praying to avoid some sort of disaster. While still remaining in conflict and rivalry. It's like they don't want the tower to tumble. But they still remain in the energy of chaos. Yeah, I feel like you and others may begin to recognize that this kind of behavior of lack of responsibility, taking responsibility, it's like people could be losing trust, if there ever was. Tell me more. Something's coming in pretty quickly. Some sort of decisive movement or decision that needs to be made about there being a lack of resources, or somebody could be left out in the cold. No, this to me looks like some sort of family dynamic. It's more so, because this is Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, some sort of family legacy, inheritance, family wealth, contracts with family members. Something was not successful. And if it was, it wasn't for very long. And now these people are going to find themselves lacking stability. We have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Well, that's why. These people are working from an emotional place, but more of like an insecure place. And due to their insecurities and immaturity, and I say immaturity because in this kind of situation, it takes that to be deceptive. Okay, tell me more. It looks like there's going to be a quick action, or somebody's going to take some sort of impulsive action. This could be a Queen of, well, it's Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, someone could be smothering or self-centered when it comes to making a very rash and impulsive Decision, yes, but action. We have Aries energy at the bottom of the deck. We have the Full card. New beginning. Okay, tell me more. Knight of Wands. Yeah. This, okay, let me get one more. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a Knight of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. Okay, they're both in the upright. So this is giving me a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius female, who has a lot of determination, okay, and courage and wit. This person is, with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, this person is moving, not moving, but they're efficient. They are making progress with whatever it is that's going to last them a long time. They're putting in the hard work. Something is going to last. And then we have the Death card with the Two of Cups, both in the upright. I know they're little kitty cats. So there's a closing of a cycle. There's a closing of a cycle and this could look like, let's say you are in a relationship with somebody, okay? And there are some negative behavioral patterns, okay? It's not, I mean, it's not far-fetched that, you know, if we are in a relationship for a long period of time and we are, you know, fully in love with our partner, that there's going to be times where actions needed to either bring in new exciting ways to revamp the connection. But with the Death, so this could be a partnership that is going to be starting a new chapter, okay? Closing the door on one and opening a new one. Or this could be an end to some sort of dynamic, really, you know, partnership, connection. So what I'm getting is this Queen of Wands has been working really, really hard because she's very determined and courageous. She finds joy in things. Is ending some sort of cycle with a partner or a connection or a unity or the imagination of one, the imagining of one, however it resonates. And then I see a King of Pentacles, someone who is, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, who is very abundant. This person is going to be stable. This person is also going to feel like grounded, I guess, to be around them. They are going to, in a sense, help you, security. This person can offer you security. However, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this person is stingy. They like to dominate. And it says strings attached. This person could already be in a connection, to be honest with you. Okay. So it looks like a cycle's being closed when it comes to two people. And then there's this King of Pentacles here who is, I just heard, not willing to be reciprocal with you. Okay? This person is trying to avoid making a catastrophic decision, a bad choice. They're avoiding disaster, fear of suffering. So they're delaying it. And then we have the Star card in the upright. This person could be doing some healing work, or this person could have been almost sure that the Tower would have already, or maybe this person is silently wishing it doesn't fall with the Tower in reverse. Not allowing the Tower to fall. But like I said, that doesn't really, I mean, if you're trying to make things right, but you're still in the energy of competitiveness and being passive, aggressive, being covert right in front of your face. And then maybe that's why we have Justice here. This energy of this King of Pentacles, reacting, responding, behaving in this kind of manner is something that is unaccounted for. It's definitely not fair in a sense. But I'm also getting there's a lot of dishonesty here. Okay. Now, something is going to be coming in pretty rapid for you. Or for, no, I'm sorry. The Ten of Pentacles. There's some sort of family dynamic, a legacy, a culmination, an inheritance that is literally going to it's like the connection, I'm getting more so the connection of it is gonna be rapidly declining. Like the dynamic, the connection between each member, family member. It looks like you're going to have to make some sort of quick, fast decision, possibly. And this decision may come with having to do some footwork so that this family dynamic doesn't run the whole legacy, legacy inheritance dry. Then we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, female. This person is somebody who would be very jealous, self-centered. I'm really getting the copycat energy, the same energy of the copycat, the impersonator. This person is very impulsive at this time. They will make not a good decision very quickly. And it looks like possibly mess things up only to turn around and to defend themselves. That's a weird message. Knight of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. So we have someone who's coming in very, and this could be this Queen of Pentacles, or this can be a Knight of, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Knight of Wands. Someone who is very energetic, sensual, okay, this Knight of Wands is actually coming out differently. This person is coming out very fearless. They are action oriented. They come in oh no. This person is very fearless. They are definitely making forward movement. They're making way. And with the Seven of Pentacles, they're working hard. Whoever this Knight of Wands is, they have a mission in mind, and they are very hard at work trying to obtain that mission or goal or whatever. They're persevering through odds. Yeah, it looks like this person is diligently trying to work towards having some sort of new beginning, yeah. This person is working hard to put their fear aside because they want to have a new beginning. They want to try something new because now they're ready to come clean about what they did in the shadows behind your back. They were deceptive towards you. This is having them rethink their approach to spilling the beans, I guess. However, this person morally, I feel like this person's going to, this person's morals are going to get in the way, and then they're just going to turn around and be cold again. It's almost, it kind of gives that energy of, okay, let's say somebody fumbled you one time, okay? And then you're like, okay, all right, I'll hear you out, your excuse, whatever, or I won't hear you out. Then another time happens, then it's shame on you. And then I'm even getting it happened another time. So someone being fumbled 3 times. I think this person's married. With the Hierophant here. They're spying on you with the Page of Swords. Okay, so this person, if this person has left you on red, or if this person has ghosted you, if this person has left you hanging, anything like that, this is a repetitive cycle that keeps happening, that this person finds to be, I hear people laughing. I hear people laughing. So this person finds this holding back, withholding, whatever, funny. But we did have the immaturity card earlier, so yeah, this person is definitely not going to let you in. And I mean, that's just conformity. They're not ready to conform. They're not ready to, they're still doing them while spying on you, watching you. Tell me more. Yeah. I feel like you're moving to calmer waters here with the Six of Swords. This is you leaving behind the old, shedding it, going through an actual transition so you can move on fully. Tell me more. Now we have the Three of Wands here. So I feel like if this is you who is moving to calmer waters to get away from the chaos, the bullshit, I feel like you are already looking ahead. You're already imagining what's next. You're already your imagination is expansive. You could be somebody who's going through recovery right now. The Five of Pentacles. Or you could just be making improvements when it comes to being mentally okay, mentally sound in order to move forward. So it's like you're making improvements as you're leaving things behind and moving on and planning for the future. Okay. Let's see what else for the collective. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about okay, it looks like somebody indulged in their wish fulfillment, or what they thought was their I feel like, because with recovery here, you could have possibly lost your footing for a little bit, because we have loss of balance here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, with the Nine of Cups. So this could be insinuating someone not having it all together at this moment due to possibly the finer things in life, or funner things in life, or whatever. Okay. Tell me more. What else? We have the Seven of Cups coming out. This is choices, options, making a decision. Two of Wands, fear of change. So I'm seeing here that you may be struggling a little bit with the whole finding your footing. And searching for a purpose. However, with the Two of Wands here, with you fearing change and just playing it safe, or shitty planning, yeah, there's just a need to just surrender, to just let things go. However this may resonate with you, there just may need, you just need to sacrifice something in your life that is keeping you stuck in a mind frame of fear and searching for your potential, if that makes any sense, because exactly what I just said can be very, very counterproductive, obviously. So, all right, let's see what else we got. What else do we have for the collective? We have the Queen of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone who is clear-minded, perceptive, and complex. We have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This Queen of Wands, this something significant about a Queen of Wands. Two different people. So it looks like this Queen of Swords is maintaining control and persevering. And we have the Six of Wands here to show that this feminine will have, this Queen of Swords will have, she will be successful in maintaining her control and persevering. Then we have the Ace of Wands and the Strength in reverse. So this Queen of Swords here could struggle with certain insecurities. This could be a weakness. When it comes to creating new things, something of the sort. There's somebody who wants, well, let's see, hold on. It seems like there's some sort of decision that this Queen of Swords has to make. There is a difficult choice, and she is very indecisive. And feels burdened with the Ten of Wands. But the Ten of Wands can also represent responsibility and accomplishment. So even though this Queen of Swords is struggling with making a choice, making a decision, I see overall I feel like overall she decides to just go, what's that song? Go her own way. You can go your own way. You know what I'm talking about? Go your own way. So, someone just being in two minds about something with the two swords, not making it, they don't know what choice to make when it comes to a situation that they're dealing with. and it's in regards to their own responsibilities and accomplishments. This choice is burdensome, but I'm also getting that this Queen of Swords rather take the long route and be burdened, but then at the same time feel like a sense of accomplishment by doing the right thing, taking responsibility for their part, and declining some sort of collaboration with a friend group, a partner, a work, a coworker, anything that has to do with collaborating with someone and ultimately, teamwork, building upon something. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. This talks about a lost opportunity. It looks like this Queen of Swords, let's see. Yeah, so the energy that I'm getting right here is more about family, I think, because I am getting a different kind of energy, but I'm still getting the same one as well. So there was some sort of difficult choice that needed to be made, and I feel like this feminine may have taken the wrong road instead of the high road. And could have very much teamed up with, we kept seeing parental figure, parenting, or parents, and coercion and bribery and stuff like that. This could be very much where a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius had to make a tough decision about something that has to be taken care of. I'm getting responsibility, I'm getting business, I'm getting things like that. And decided to say, okay, I'll give this a shot. But ultimately what this led to was upheaval, and this being the Three of Pentacles, being about somebody's craft, about the way somebody makes money or their specialty. There was some sort of missed opportunity for you or this Queen of Swords due to making a bad choice about this collaboration with the family. And we have the Four of Cups here in reverse. This is having sudden awareness. This is choosing happiness and acceptance. Yeah, because I feel like the reason why this, I'm sorry, I gotta adjust myself. I feel like this, I'm wearing the whole dress. I feel like this Queen of Swords could have found herself in a very sticky situation with teamwork here when it comes to money, and feeling like some sort of entrapment, feeling like there was no way out, or there was no way of correcting this this extortion. We have the Nine of Wands here. You're holding up your boundaries now. You found your strength. You found your voice. No. Oh, guys, I'm getting sleepy. You see my eyes closing? Okay. Let's see what else we got. What else do we have for the collective? The World card. So there's some cycle that has come to an end. And now it's time to receive good karma. It's time to feel fulfilled and be at harmony and make peace. Make peace, yes, but ultimately the lesson I think that is here further down the road is to forgive. Because if you can't forgive, then you ultimately relinquish your power over to them. That does make sense? Yeah, you have to forgive them for stabbing you 10 times in the back. That sounded so terrible. You have to forgive them for stabbing your ass 10 times, okay? Get up. Okay, tell me more. We have the Page of Cups here in reverse. This is that emotional immaturity. This is insecurity, disappointment. I'm getting parent-child energy here. But with the Chariot here, I feel that you find the strength and the tenacity to take control and move forward. Towards making things right. We have the Temperance here. I see that you could be healing at this time. You're definitely being asked to have patience. This Temperance card is like a card of like finding meaning, finding purpose in something. But I feel like you've waited and you've given chance after chance. Only to just be met with dishonesty and confusion and chaos with the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Six of Cups here with the Four of Wands. So There's someone from your past, okay? Um, some sort of connection that could still be healing, or this could be just a happy connection where there's just good, fond memories. And celebrating that, celebrating the not giving up. Tell me more. Judgment. Yep. This is your awakening. So this is where you finally, it's divine timing for you to finally see something for what it truly is. And because of your patience and, yeah, hanging in there, literally, judgment is here to pretty much let you know that, yes, what you feel is correct. What you're experiencing and what you're seeing is happening. And now we have the Four of Swords here. It's time to rest. You're being asked to not stress. Don't carry any burdens at this time. And just allow yourself to pamper yourself, like so that you can restore and rejuvenate, you know. After that, I see the Ace of Cups here. This represents new feelings. It could represent spirituality, intuition, or it could represent, because of the dove, love. But it looks like, oh shit, it looks like you are picking up on someone's negativity with the Sun in reverse. You could be very, like I said, you're probably very sensitive right now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it up. But yeah, and either someone's projecting their feelings towards you because they're so angry, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting, so why did I say that? Why did I say that if I'm not getting that? Because what I really feel is that you're just picking up on somebody else's emotions. You're picking up, and it's making you depressed. It's making you think negative. But with the Devil here in reverse, you're restoring control. You've broken away from the chains. You're free. And we have the Nine of Pentacles here. You're free, and your patience and journey is starting to pay off with the Nine of Pentacles. It's got the grapes, guys. It's cornucopia. Yeah, I feel like with the High Priestess in reverse, you lost your inner voice for a little while. Okay, so we have a King of Cups here. Someone who has compassion, but can be controlling. But then again, still this, and what I mean, I don't mean controlling. I mean, yeah, anybody can be controlling shit. But I feel like the King of Cups is someone who finds balance when it comes to like compassion and then leading and directing and helping. And then we have the King of, whoa, then we have the King of Swords here. So either a King of Swords or a King of Cups is grieving right now, loss. See? But they don't notice the two cups still standing right next to them. And this card is with the Lovers in reverse. So we have the Chariot. Someone knows exactly where they're going. They are on a mission. However, if they are in the archetypal energy of the King of Wands in reverse, this would be tyranny. This would be like not achieving your own expectations, being impulsive and overbearing. This person lacks commitment. It looks like there's going to be, so here's the Wheel of Fortune. There is inevitable change. Looks like Fruit Loops. There's some sort of cycle that's closing when it comes to a Ten of Cups in reverse. So it would be this way, but it's telling me exactly what is happening. So there's change coming to where a family where they once felt broken will feel whole again. And as I said, tyranny, for that King of Wands, we have the Emperor in reverse, which is tyranny. This person is showing up as an avoidant. This person fears change and loss with the Eight of Cups in reverse. With the Three of Cups in reverse, this person overindulges, gossips, about this Empress in reverse. This could be a mother figure. This could be his mother figure, their mother figure, her mother figure. But this person still has hope in reaching out. Okay. There was some sort of manipulation that took place to have you so like separate from the rest of the group and experiencing illusions. It's like illusions were being thrown your way, left and right, left and right. And it's just repeating itself. And the last card at the bottom of the deck is the Hangman. It's time to release it. Oh my gosh, y'all heard that? Good Lord. I feel like y'all can't see me. Can you see me now? I think y'all can see me now. Okay, so let's see what else. I'm going to pull. Which one am I going to pull? So I'm doing a giveaway. This was a surprise that I was holding to the end. And so I have one gift that I want to give away. It is an oracle deck. It is the it's called it's the Kipper for Beginners. And I have one, but I accidentally ordered another. So this is what it looks like. It hasn't been used. See, mine's right here. But just so you know what it looks like, whoever gets it. Kind of look. Maybe shit. Let me turn the light back on. Okay. Can you see it? It looks like this. So me, and then it says keywords, self, focus, and then it tells you the origin, which is main male. But it also tells you a short meaning and a core mapping on the back of it. So it's still the same card, but like it gives you a little bit more. So like for this one, it says the short meanings. This card represents you, your role, and your current position in the situation. It brings attention back to your perspective, choices, and personal involvement. Okay, that is the short meaning. The core mapping is the self, the main subject, and your role in the situation. Okay, so we have me, we have other, we have connection, meeting, authority, support, message, deception, change, action, big opportunity, and it goes all the way to 36, the future. And then you have 2, you know, like the little guide, how they usually come with the guidebook. Well, this one doesn't come with a guidebook. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm putting it on. So if anybody would like this deck, and I'm pretty sure I'm talking to my tarot readers or those who, you know, like who read tarot or want to try it. If you're interested, just put in the comments, put in the comments, what, I should have thought about this before I even started, but we're here. So just put in the comments if you want the Oracle deck, just put Oracle, okay? And I will message you back in the comments, and I'll cover shipping, and I'll mail it to you. Now, another thing I have, but I only have one deck, so I'm trying to think what people can put on there. Okay, so for the Oracle deck, just write something like, you know, write something you're ready to release at this time, okay? Because this reading has been about, you know, spiritually things are moving very, very quickly, acceleration. There's a transformation going on. There's a lot of cutting away of the old to make way for the new. So, so if you're interested in it, write Oracle and what you are ready to release. And I'll pick one and I'll get back in touch with you. Now I have a bunch of these, and I'm still gonna open my little merch area or merch website, but I did get these. They have the Zodiac sign. This one is Gemini, as you can tell, and I feel like I'm missing one that I gave away. So Gemini, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Libra. It's 2 necklaces and the wheel, and like I got so much stuff because I wanted my store to be up like 5 months ago and with the move I just couldn't do it. So I bought so much extra stuff, and I just figured I'd just do a giveaway. Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Aries. So if you're interested in one of the necklaces, or you're interested in both of them, you can just write something you are ready to release in the comments, and I will get in touch with you and get that to you. I'll probably most likely add some other goodies in there, like crystal bracelets, because I have like a whole bunch of them. I did a live, or I think it was a live. I don't think it was a short, but I was showing everything that I had, and it's a lot. So yeah, just a good little giveaway, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. It was kind of a little scattered and stuff, but it was good. It was good. There was some accountability, um, and you know, accountability is the first step to setting yourself free. You know,